Get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. These folks are ready, and we are underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hang in there now. Here we go. 120. What's your shot?
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his first look is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz, flush to his right. He hits his running back, Jay Ajayi. Ajayi escapes him. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Jay Ajayi, 75 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it.
Will get it at the 25. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Check back 27. Check back. Richmond. Two jet.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And now running right through it. Oh, what a move. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go. Bleedy.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him. One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Tate's got it. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wentz now on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. from the gun. Here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Right back to him on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Watson hands this to Foreman, and he's going to take this down to about the 17. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll run with Foreman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A first down carry now for Miller. And a nice move. He'll yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Watson flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Come back,
Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Wentz to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Going long here for Wallace. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He juked him, and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Caught left side Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Watson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Here's Watson now on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be third down. Watson now to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They are going for it. Here's Watson. He's going to rifle up. That's caught at the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's a give to Miller. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come back. Richmond.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Demaryius Thomas from 21 yards away. And the Texans will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Wentz.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by